Hello everyone, it's Reddit Taletales here today with our first video about relationship advice, and we'll be going through the stories today, giving a bit of feedback and reading a few comments that were left down below. And without further ado, let's jump into the story. I exposed my cousin for sexually assaulting me and ruined his life. Hello everyone, before I start with the story, please don't make fun of my sexual assault or anything because it's something personal and hurts me. I hope you all understand. I, 18F, was sexually assaulted by my cousin, 21M, as a child. I was 14 and he was 17. I was in denial for many years but finally accepted it happened. I told my parents about it, but they weren't supportive and told me not to cause drama because he was young when he did it. My parents' comments broke my heart, but it clearly showed me how toxic they are. So there's this trend on TikTok where you pose as the person who sexually assaulted you, and my best friend suggested I do that. I really wanted to humiliate him, so yeah, I did it. Well, the video blew up and he was harassed on Instagram by many people. I left his Instagram account. Someone who went to his university saw my video and reported it to the management. They kicked him out of the university and cancelled his scholarship. Some girls who were assaulted by him came forward with their stories too. My family members, including relatives, are mad at me for ruining his life. They want me to apologise and tell his management that I lied for attention. I was against the idea and my parents threatened to disown me. I honestly don't care about them. That cousin and his family members are also harassing me for doing this. My parents kicked me out of the house. I'm living with my boyfriend now. My friends, boyfriend and siblings are supporting me. My siblings even threatened my parents to leave me alone or they would go no contact with them. My parents are pissed now because I've ruined my cousin's life and also ruining their relationship with my siblings. Relatives that I barely know are harassing me. What do I do? All I did was stand up for myself. Wow, just wow, OP. That was amazing that you stood up, that you told the truth and that you opened up to the world, because you helped those women stand up for themselves, admit what happened, admit the truth, and you haven't ruined anyone's life. You merely exposed what people had already done and the choice is theirs to make. Now we're going to read some comments left behind by viewers, and here we go. I held my attacker accountable for his actions and saved who knows how many other women from going through what I had to endure. Fix your title, OP. You did the right thing and absolutely nothing wrong. He's the one who did all this and he's facing the consequences of his actions. Your siblings and boyfriends are angels and keep them close. Shout out for you actually getting justice. The fact that other girls came forward shows that he shows no remorse for what he did and would have continued as long as he could have. You saved other women from becoming future victims at his hands, and I'm so proud of you for stepping forward. High school bully wants me to go out on a date with him, but I don't like him. Growing up, I was severely underweight and also had braces. I was not an attractive girl and was also very awkward. But now I, 24F, had a glow up and I am proud of myself and I'm confident and love myself. A few weeks ago, my high school bully, let's call him Jack, sent me a DM on Instagram. He was talking about how I look so pretty now and that he couldn't believe it. He then asked me out on a date because I'm his ideal type. He was shamelessly flirting with me as if he didn't bully me in high school. I'm not the kind of person to hold a grudge for so long, but Jack ruined my self-esteem. He would push me, make fun of me in front of everyone, and made my high school years hell. I can't forgive him for all the shit he put me through, and I would never go out with him. I rejected his offer and told him to piss off. Jack said it's unfair that I do not forgive him, and we're adults now. I told him I would forgive him when I want to, but I would not go out with him. He's now mad at me for using his past to judge him. Jack's friends want me to go out with him because we would look good. I'm furious at everyone because he's only approaching me because I'm his type now. If I was still skinny, faced with acne and had braces on, he wouldn't even apologise and would continue to make fun of me. Am I doing the right thing, or should I suck it up and go out with him? God, no, OP. You should not have to suck that up. That is a horrible, horrible personality he still has on him. And people can learn, people can grow and develop. And it's your choice to forgive him when you choose. And it's your choice to say no to go on a date with him. It's totally up to you. But my adopted mum saying she can't wait to get rid of me. Last night I told her to turn the TV down at 11:30 p.m. because I was trying to sleep. She got angry and told me to go to my room. She always acts this way. She yells at me all the time for forgetting to do things, and then when she forgets, I complain about it and I'm yelled at. She tells me I need to clean up the house because it's a mess or whatever, but when she's in a bad mood she doesn't clean it up after herself and just expects me to do it. She's also very threatening and threatened to harm me multiple times if I was caught doing something I wasn't supposed to. She forces me to follow her religion, and whenever I have a problem she claims that I'm not praying enough. I don't know what to do. I'm 17 this year and my family and children's services won't help me at this age. My real family abandoned me. Please help. Edit. I'm in Canada. You can live on your own starting at 16 here, so I wouldn't need to wait until I'm 18. I just don't have enough money to move out. I've been applying to jobs all year, but I haven't found success in doing so. OP, I would say ask around if you've got any good close friends that you can stay with while you find a job, while you save up to get your own place. Get out of that situation if you can, find somewhere safe that you can be at, and best of luck to you, and I really hope it gets cleared up soon. Should I answer questions from my neighbour's kid? My neighbour and I are friends. We both are into 4x4ing and fixing trucks, and we take our vehicles out often. He has a young son around 5 years old and is at that stage where he asks 101 questions and his dad tries his best to answer them. I want to say my neighbour is lacking in education. He's a blue-collar worker who just scraped by in high school, and in previous conversations I usually have to correct him on loads of stuff that I consider to be base level knowledge. The other night we did a midnight 4x4 trip to watch the meteor shower, and he took his kid. As usual, his kid was asking 101 questions about space, and my neighbour started to dismiss his questions by saying, "That's at my pay grade, bud." I felt bad that the kid wasn't getting his questions answered, so I started to fill in. I taught him all about the stars and meteors and distant galaxies. My neighbour was curious too and was asking me questions, and I was more than happy to tell all. My question is, am I stepping out of line here? I don't have kids myself, but want some one day, and I usually try to practice my social skills with my neighbour's kid. Nothing upsetting has happened between my neighbour and I. This is just a thought I had that's been nagging at me. OP, I think you're okay. I would say you don't need to put in, here's a base level knowledge, you're putting yourself above him, and I understand you might get some stuff wrong and it's fine to correct him. You're not in the wrong in this situation, but I would say keep the thoughts away at judging other people from your place, and see it as both ways, and you know, everyone can learn from everyone. Absolutely not out of line as long as you're respectful about it, which it sounds like you were, and didn't make your neighbour look stupid. Since the neighbour asked his own questions, it seemed like it was just a nice information sharing session. Good for you. I wrong to kick my GF out of the house for hitting me? I recently kicked my GF of 3 months from my house. The story is short and simple. My GF came back from work, and since I work from home, she expected me to make food for her, but I forgot, and when she got home she shouted at me, then slapped me. This is the first time she hit me. My uncle was once a victim of an abusive GF. Ever since, my parents taught me no matter what gender we are, we shouldn't hit anyone, and we should hold people accountable for hitting us. I didn't hit her back or anything, even though my mum advises that. I just gave her £100 and went into her room, took all her luggage and threw it outside the house and said this: "I don't care, wherever you end up, just get out of my house." Her friends and family are sending me nasty messages. I blocked all of them. Was I wrong for doing this? No, OP, you were in the right, 100%. You were justified, it's your house, you have to protect yourself, and you have to look after yourself. That was a great decision to make. From below? No, not at all. Shit, you even gave us some cash to get an Uber or hotel. Good for you for standing up for yourself. And this is our last story for today. If you did enjoy it, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below. I love to read everything you guys post. My 23 male boyfriend making female friends gives me crippling anxiety every time, and I need to fix it. First time posting and only just got Reddit, so bear with me. I, 23 female, have such awful anxiety every time my boyfriend becomes friends with a female, and I would really value some insight and advice from those who understand how I'm feeling. My partner and I have been dating for nearly 3 years now, and he's fantastic, but I struggle with a lot of insecurity issues myself and have had a lot of awful past relationships with boyfriends and just friends in general. 2 of my ex-best friends ran off with the guys I was dating at the time, so that scared me for life. And in general, I've been cheated on a lot, so I have a lot of fears going into relationships. My relationship with my partner is great, but lately he's made a group of friends online when he plays Call of Duty because he's a huge gamer. But one of them is a female and they both get along really well and play a lot together. There's nothing that's been said or done that is inappropriate or overstepped the boundaries, yet I still feel so anxious about the friendship, and this isn't the first time. Past female friends my partner's made cause me such immense anxiety and fear. I instantly feel threatened and I don't trust the female in question based off my 2 best friends who backstabbed me by running off with my boyfriends at the time. I understand that this is toxic and really unfair to my boyfriend. I love and trust him, but my past experiences have just scared me to death. I'm really trying to work on my confidence and self-esteem, but does anyone else have any tips, advice for how to handle this? Appreciate the help, thank you. So OP, I would just say, if you're in that situation, sit down, talk to your boyfriend about it, look into counselling, look into some form of getting that out of the open, starting to process it and deal with it. It's something that's happened in the past and you're holding on to it, so you need to go through the steps and be open to the change and be open about the issues that you're having. It's not to say that you want him to never see anyone again. It's going, look, this is what I'm going through, I need to get some help, and I would love you to be part of this situation and relationship and part of these steps forward. And that's all for today, guys. If you did like I said before, hit everything you can, hit that bell, and I can't wait to bring more videos to you, and I will see you again tomorrow.